This is the story of my first track day. When I first got the M3, it was my goal to get some track time, so Wesley and I made the trip to a small track south of Birmingham called Midpond.
Alright, so this is my first track day. I'm at Midpond in Birmingham, Alabama. I've been out once for about a good 10-15 minutes. They wanted people to clean off the track, so I went out first because it's pretty wet today. So this is my second session. Just taking it easy right now. I'm pretty much do the whole track in second in this car, so. And I'll be honest, I'm one of the slowest here. But right now there's only about 3 of us on the track, so it gives me a good chance to learn it. It's really not, it's not very big compared to like, you know, a normal road course. It's almost like a mix between a road course and an autocross. So, like I say, this is my first time ever on the track, so I'm really having to learn the track. I kept trying to get behind people that looked like they knew what they were doing, but even though their cars are technically slower than this thing, I couldn't keep up with them. So, but it was a lot slipperier this morning when I was going around on the first session. Learning the track is definitely the next step for me because I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm trying to figure it out. So yeah, this is Midpond. This place is awesome. The guy that runs it's really cool, kind of an older guy. Just looks like he just wants to have fun and be around cool cars. So they actually do a lot of drift events out here. Probably grab first in a lot of these corners, but I don't want to upset the car. It's so dang wet around here today. But honestly, I'm a little glad it's wet. Gives me a chance to learn the car a little better, learn a little more car control, and go a little slower. The M3 is working pretty great. I don't want to beat it too bad because, like I say, this is my only car and it's a pretty nice car and I have a lot of money tied into it, a lot for me anyways. So, try to take it easy on it. It's unproven. I've probably got maybe a couple thousand miles on this car now, and then drove it all the way here. It was about a 4-hour drive. I really think number one, seat time, of course, would really help me out, but tires are going to be my biggest limiting factor. I gotta get these big old 19-inch dubs off of here and get some 18s with a square setup.
One of the people we met was a guy with a red E30 that had experience on this track. He let me hop in the car with him and gave me some pointers of how to get around the track faster.
You gotta go slow in, slow out. And here you really want to get out wide. You want to hit this late, which is all covered in mud now, so probably not anymore. This has gotten really greasy over here.
Yeah, I've been taking this way early. After some good coaching, I had a better understanding of the track, so I hopped back in the M3 to get some more laps. Got done with the first session after lunch, and the track's finally drying out, so I'm getting a little bit of grip, and that was definitely the hardest I've driven the car. I'm starting to get a hang of the track, and I was pretty much out there with the fastest guys and only got past once, so I didn't do too bad. So yeah, I'm going to set up some more cameras and try to get back out there.
So the track's starting to dry out a little bit. I just got done with probably my 5th or 6th session or something like that. So I'm going back out again. Not many people on the track yet, and I was starting to get the hang of it a little bit last time, especially since the track's a lot drier now, so let's see how it goes. One thing I need to work on is left foot braking. I tried some earlier, but just to let you guys in on a little secret, I'm driving in work boots right now. So I didn't The only other shoes I had are hunting boots or water boots or some workout tennis shoes that have really thick soles. So I pretty much drive this car in my good old slip-on steel toes, so I figured why not. That mud in that turn still can't quite get the power down. There we go. There's some oversteer.
Alright, enough of my yapping. Here's 2 full laps of Midpond with pure S54 intake noise. Between sessions, we checked out some of the other cars. One of the coolest was an LS swap Miata that sounded insane going around the track, even though he had too much power for the greasy track conditions. And speaking of the track conditions, there were a few times someone would leave the track. Including me when on one of my out laps, I didn't allow the brakes to warm up properly, so I trusted them too much going into the corner out of the back straight. So I learned my lesson on that little mishap, and I started allowing the brakes to warm up before pushing the car too hard. And don't worry, if you do go off at Midpond, there's a jacked up Crown Vic just waiting to yank you out if you get stuck. This is definitely my kind of place. Around mid-afternoon, the track shuts down in preparation for time attack runs. Each driver is allowed to run solo on the track to see who could put down the best time.
Oh, okay. I'm going again. I don't think my brakes were hot enough that time, so I'm going to try to warm up my brakes a little more on my warm-up lap and then do it one more time. So we'll see if I can get a better time. I'm probably still the slowest one here, though.
I think he had a 52 on the first try. That's what it looked like from the footage.
Okay. Well, hopefully I can at least beat the Scion.
Yeah.
Next one, try to drag the brakes on this one from the warm-up. Get some heat in the brakes.
a pretty good time that time.
You think it's pretty good?
Pretty good. Not the best it could be, but
It looked like it was like high 51 in the video.
yeah.
So that's a little quicker.
Yep. That's probably as good as it's gonna get.
Hey, first time out, it was fast.
Yeah. Yeah, first time out it was pretty good, but I would hit the pedal and it would just be hard and it just wasn't stopping. But that time I warmed them up pretty good on the warm-up lap, and they were stopping pretty good on that second go round. So
Yeah.
I could have been a lot smoother probably, but I was pushing it pretty hard, so I think that's the fastest I've been around the track today. So.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
So I finished middle of the pack in the time attack, which is not really a win, but it's certainly not a fail either. To be honest, I'm just glad I wasn't dead last, this being my first time doing this sort of event. Alright, so I just survived my first track day at Midpond, so it was really fun. I'm so glad we came and did this, and I cannot wait to do it again. So hopefully one day soon we'll get back here, and if we do, definitely see it on the channel. But in the meantime, you can check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We're at Racing Rejects, and also you can follow me on Instagram at NickFerris53. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
You look stupid.